And before I go into my topic, I just want to touch on a few things. The cop who shot the young brother in Chicago was given first degree, a charge with a bullshit first degree murder charge. So it's like they're giving him the less charge that they possibly can give him. Now, this is very important to me, that these police officers, when you hate somebody and you want to eradicate somebody, the racism is so deep within your heart and your veins that these cops do not care about going to jail for killing black people. If they feel like they did something right in murdering black people, do you think they care whether they go to jail and spend a life in jail? So the fact that they're going to jail is not protecting us. Murder by whites. The fact that they're getting locked up is not going to change the situation at all, because they're willing to take the charge for the crime that they're willing to commit. If they want to murder you, if they want to kill you, they're doing this intentionally. So they don't mind. So once you realize that your life really matters and how important your life is, then our security forces will turn up higher, because we're not waiting for cops to kill us, feel dignified and justified in murdering and taking us down, and being willing to gloriously and honorably go ahead and serve the sentence or whatever time is issued to them for committing the crime of killing one of us. We need to stop them and put them in their tracks way before that, way before it gets to that particular point, because they don't care. There's a lot of people in jail who have no problem going to jail for the shit that they did, because they were dignified in what they did. So sending them to jail is not enough penalization, and is not even going to send out a great enough statement to them for the execution of our people. It's not significant if he got the highest degree murder, third degree murder. It still wouldn't be significant, because now the white supremacist is going within their system, where they're supported and protected and secured by their system for murdering us, of who in their minds felt like was outside of the system of protection. The black people looked at as an enemy in this society. People go to other countries, the white men go to other countries and fight against Arabs, ISIS, whatever, in these countries. And they're willing to die to fight for American United States imperialism. They're willing to give their lives, lay down their damn life. They're willing to get blew up. Some of them come back paralyzed, skin burnt off their body, eyes burnt off, almost destroyed. But they are very dignified in the call of duty. So if you're willing to go and travel miles to the middle of the desert to fight an Arab, to get your head blew the fuck off, to get your arms and limbs blew off, to fight for United States white supremacy imperialism, you mean to tell me that they don't mind going to the hotel that we call jail in America for killing down blacks in the streets? What I'm telling you is there is no justice within the white supremacy justice system for black people, period. There is no type of justice that our enemy can give us. The only justice that we can get from him is his complete annihilation and elimination as a problem for us within our communities. That's a fact. There are white kamikazes that want to come into the community and give their lives to fight for white supremacy that's on its dying leg, that's about to die. The illusion of white supremacy is nearing death, is nearing Armageddon, is nearing apocalypse. And these white supremacists know that, so they're willing to come and almost in broad daylight come and get executed if necessary. This is how serious we are. So our security for ourselves and our community must turn up to the point where these devils that want to kill us have to be taken down before they even get a chance to murder. We're not waiting on justice. We're not waiting on them to be condemned, for them to be prosecuted. We no longer need to die at the hands of these beasts. We no longer need to die at the hands of these devils. So if you know that these devils are roaming the streets to kill black children, to beat black women in the streets, to murder black men, then they should be struck and they should be killed before they even get the opportunity to do it. It's called preventative. If we're not about preventing our deaths, if we're not about preventing our destruction, if we're not about preventing the murder of ourselves, then we can stop saying that Black Lives Matter. Because Black Lives Matter is not only reactionary, it's not only a responsive movement, but it should be a preventative movement. And if you want to prevent dying, if you want to prevent death, if you want to prevent murder, then you must prevent the one doing the murdering from murdering. You must stop the one that's doing the killing from killing. You must stop the one that's preparing and getting ready to execute. You can't let them do what they're doing and get away with what they're doing and then cry later and get upset later and get mad over the footage. And you didn't warn the town that the beast was loose. You was unwilling to deal with the goddamn beasts. These beasts are going to have to be dealt with before they murder, before they get their slap on the wrist, before they get their secret award for murdering us in the streets. I'm teaching today. So it doesn't matter. It's not about the justice system is secular to the value of black lives. That's what you all realize. There's not a problem with the justice system and we need change and it's the justice system. No. It's the unnecessary, unjust murdering of black people. It's the value of the black life that's more significant than the white man's justice system being right or wrong. Than the white man's justice system functioning correct or incorrect. Correct. The life of the black man and black woman in America is more important than fixing the justice system, than depending on the justice system that was set up to maintain white supremacy imperialism. It was set up for that reason and it is doing its job. So what's more important than that, which you could depend on to do what it was created for, to protect the white man and kill off everything that has been deemed an enemy to it or outside of it. What's better than that is the value of the black life. And if we value black life, we will not continue to sit back and watch the news, watching more black people get murdered, women getting beat and murdered, unfairly incarcerated, shot down in the streets, little children getting shot in the head, beat, the police brutality that's going on. We could not continue to sit back and watch that and wait for the next one and not do anything preventative, not step up our security. And two, is as many of us willing to die for the security and defense of our nation as those that are willing to die for the destruction of it, there will be no social change in America. There will be no real change. Because how we show how valuable our lives is and how we show that black lives matter is how much we are willing to defend it. And when the white man talks about defending himself from foreign nations, from Iraq and all these different enemies that he has foreign, he always talks about making preemptive strikes. This is to prevent the attack on them. When are we going to prevent the attacks on us? Do we love our people to become preventative? To use preventative measures? Because it's getting too far out of control. One police brutality scene after another. One murder. You can't even keep up with the amount of murders to the point you're getting the names mixed up. You can't keep up with the amount of killings of the youth and young boys and the sisters being murdered. You can't even keep up with them anymore. That's how bad it's become. So we must now be prepared to prevent it. And we must stop becoming distracted by all the other stuff going on in the world. Stop believing in the system and start focusing now and dedicating ourselves as warriors to become security for our communities against this onslaught of murder and destruction of our people within our community. The men among us must become security forces. We must become militant and militarized within our neighborhoods and with our communities to stand as a force against our own bloodshed, against our own death, our own annihilation within our own communities. We have absolutely no choice. We keep saying that our lives only matter as much as our lives matter to white people and as much as it matters to white supremacy or the system of white supremacy. But when our lives matter to us, we'll be ready to really handle the situation the way it really needs to be handled. We won't wait on the white man to show the value of our lives and what the lives of our people mean to us within our very own communities. As warriors, it's time for us to organize, put everything to the side, put all the bullshit to the side, and become militant security forces to defend our communities, our women, our children from this type of brutality and this murder by any means necessary. Any and every means necessary and even unnecessary. That's how serious we are about the lives and condition of our people as a whole. And until we have that type of value, we cannot expect anyone else to value us more than we value ourselves. We will continue to remain in the same situation. I have to speak on that. They're taking your lives with pride and with honor. And they do not mind going to jail, doing whatever sentence that is necessary because they feel like they're doing a good and right thing. They're not making a mistake. It's not a lack of discipline within the system. To discipline these officers, it doesn't mean nothing. They're willing to go to jail and join the Aryan Nation, go to jail and join the KKK. They're willing to do that. It's all part of the plan of the ultimate objective and goal of white supremacy. This is no accident. This is not a mismanagement of human resources. This is intentional homicide and murder and slaughter and genocide of black people. What is it going to take for you all to see that?